Hello, I'm Atu Jamir and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. Now, news in details. UGC Chairman M. Jagdish Kumar on March 22nd said that UGC has decided to make Central University entrance tests compulsory for admission in universities. The UGC has decided to make Central University entrance tests compulsory for admission in universities, which can be given in 13 different languages, said M. Jagdish Kumar. The establishment has given a lot of choices to the students, said Kumar.
had to write many entrance examinations और कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में एडमिशन +2 मार्क्स के बेसिस पे एडमिशन होता है और इसमें बहुत वेरिएशंस भी है बिकॉज वी हैव सो मेनी बोर्ड्स अक्रॉस द कंट्री तो इन ऑर्डर टू 2022-23 एडमिशन्स यूजी एडमिशन्स के लिए सभी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में हम CUET को कंपलसरी किया। ये एग्ज़ाम हम फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ जुलाई में कंडक्ट करेंगे और इसका एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस अप्रैल फर्स्ट वीक में शुरू होगा और इसमें और एक विषय है स्टूडेंट्स कैन राइट दिस कंप्यूटर बेस्ड टेस्ट इन देयर ओन लैंग्वेज।
Nagaland Chief Minister Nipuro presented the budget for 2022 to 2023 in the House for consideration and passing the budget for 2022 to 2023. The Chief Minister said that due to growth in the country's economy during the current year, the state's share of central taxes was increased in the revised estimates of the union budget for rupees 547.10 crore. The state's own revenues are also estimated to improve by rupees 42.45 crore, update said. In view of these improvements, the year 2021 to 2022 is estimated to close with a deficit of rupees 2,363.04 crore as against the earlier estimate of rupees 2,679.46 crore in the budget estimates. As regards the budget proposals estimating the gross receipts of rupees 2,43,089.80 crore and gross expenditure of rupees 24,239.50 crore for the financial year 2022 to 2023. The current year's transactions for the year 2022 to 2023 are estimated to result in positive balance of rupees 150.30 crore. However, because of the negative opening balance of 2363.04 crore, the year 2022 to 2023 is estimated to close with a negative balance of rupees 2,212.74 crore.
As regard the budget proposal, Speaker Sir, I am estimating a gross receipt of 24,389.80 crores and gross expenditure of 24,239.50 crores for the financial year 2022-23. The broad items-wise statements of the estimate gross received and expenditure is as under. Received. The state-owned tax and non-tax revenue 1,708.11 crores. State share in central taxes 4,646.80 crores. Central assistance grants and loans 9,720.20 crores. Internal debt servicing ways and means RBI 8,313.80 crores. Recovery of loan and advances by state government 1.51 crores, totaling to 24,389.80 crores.
Interacting with the press after presenting the state's budget in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat in Kohima, Nagaland Chief Minister Nipuro said that during 2022 to 2023, the government will introduce two significant initiatives, namely the Chief Minister's Microfinance Initiative and the Chief Minister's Microfinance Initiative, which have been designed to have a wide impact on the people of the state. Highlighting the schemes, Rio stated that Chief Minister's Microfinance Initiative was to provide affordable credit to farmers, self-help groups and farmer producers organizations in the form of subsidy as well as credit subvention to various identified activities in the agriculture and light sectors. The Chief Minister's health insurance scheme will provide health coverage up to rupees 5 lakh per annum to all citizens of the state irrespective of family income. The scheme will provide cashless service covering various secondary and tertiary care procedures through empaneled hospitals both within and outside the state, covering both government and private hospitals. You also stated that a key reform that will significantly impact the functioning and efficiency of the government was the creation of PIMS database of all government employees. New Delhi continued to be the world's most polluted capital city for the fourth consecutive year, followed by Dhaka and Dhamendra Dushpande and Muscat in 2021, according to the World Air Quality Report prepared by Swiss organization IQ Air, released on Tuesday. The report added that 35 of the 50 cities with the worst air quality were in India. None of the cities in India met the prescribed World Health Organization's air quality standards of 5 micrograms per cubic meter, the IQ Air report claimed. The report, presenting an overview of the state of global air quality in 2021, is based on PM2.5 air quality data from 6,475 cities in 117 countries. The new guideline was released in September last year and cut the existing annual PM2.5 guidelines value from 10 micrograms per cubic meter to 5 micrograms per cubic meter. The report also revealed that 48% of Indian cities exceeded 50 micrograms per cubic meter air quality level, which is well over 10 times the World Health Organization's guidelines. Campaign manager at Greenpeace India, Avinash Chanchal, said the report is a wake-up call for governments and corporations. The ongoing 11th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly today saw a 2-hour-long discussion on Naga political issue. Initiating the discussion on matters of urgent public importance pertaining to the Naga political issue, MLA Imkong L. Imchen said that the continuous delay to a negotiated settlement has resulted in frustration among the Naga people. Imchen said it has now been 25 years since the political talks started, and yet there is no sign of progress coming out of the negotiations. Therefore, if the continuance of the election system in the state is creating any negative hindrance to the ongoing political negotiations, the government of India may even invoke Article 356 of the Constitution of India after the completion of the present tenure in 2023, so as to eliminate hindrance from elected representatives. He concluded saying that he was not against democracy or, for the matter, against parliamentary democracy, but against the present prevailing Naga society, which is full of violence, intimidation, extortion, threats, etc. And therefore, still reiterated that invoking Article 356 may be the rightful answer to the cries of the Naga people.
Solution and one agreement. This resolution was adopted by the civil societies of the state in one voice, calling for solution in dialogues. Still no response. Speaker, sir, under the given situation, I am proposing to the government of India to invoke Article 356 of the Constitution of India out of my sheer frustration and the conduct of the political negotiation during the last 25 years. Let there not be any electoral representatives in the seat of the political talk, but only the negotiating parties and the government of India. The Naga people can no longer bear the burden of massive extortion inflicted on the people without any reasonable limit besides intimidation.
Taking part in the discussion, MLA Dr. Chotisu Sazo said, when the people of the state are expressing a desire for peaceful, declaring the entire state of Nagaland as disturbed area under Armed Forces Special Powers Act, mediates the peaceful atmosphere necessary for peaceful resolution to the Naga issue.
On matters of urgent great importance under Rule 50 on Naga political issue. Speaker, sir, before dwelling into the Naga political issue, I also would like to congratulate you for bringing our assembly into paperless assembly, even though our members are fully yet to acquaint with it. As the Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6, Paul hath planted and Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. Even though I initiated it, you kept the dream alive and translated it into action.
Also, Advisor for Technical Education and Elections, Medo Yoka, said the stalemate on the issue of agreement should not prolong anymore without settlement, as the younger generation of the society will go through another similar situation of what the state was facing today. Tribal or faction dominance over the issue should not be allowed to sabotage the peace process, Yoka added. Also, Minister for Higher Education and Tribal Affairs, Temjanim Naolong, said that the main issue was that if the Naga political talks had been completed, then why settlement is not coming? He said that today the people are afraid to speak the truth and that the civil societies are divided because of the need to please one or the other group in order to avoid confrontations. He stressed on the need to make compromises at the negotiation table and come to a common ground for the sake of the people, and that the government of India, also being under the Constitution of India, can never agree to anything that is beyond the purview of the Constitution. Interacting with the press after presenting the state's budget for 2022 to 2023 on March 22nd at the Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat in Kohima, Nagaland Chief Minister Nipiro stated that the pandemic affected the state's finances over the past 2 years. It was only during the last quarter that the state saw noticeable improvement in the resource position, stating that since the first quarter started on a negative trend, the government was compelled to move for austerity measures, as was done during the year 2020 to 2021 to avoid a financial crisis. The government also decided to defer appointments to fill retirement vacancies and freeze vehicle purchases.
So how the GST has helped us? Now after the COVID, there is a purchase of heavy machineries or vehicles, because we are not manufacturers. We would only sell the products of others. So people who have showrooms selling. So when you sell the same vehicle or other machinery, the GST you receive, you give 50% to the central government and 50% is given to the state. That's how it has improved. Otherwise, non-manufacturing states where no income at all, but this GST has benefited the consumers' state.
Power shortage being one of the major concerns in India, the government is working to tackle this by introducing prepaid meter in every household. Dimapur being one major city in Nagaland that is facing power shortage, HornbillTV spoke to Y. Kitusema, Executive Engineer of Electrical Division, Dimapur, Nagaland. He said that prepaid meter is being initiated by the Gazette of India and it will be made mandatory in every household by 2023. Let us have a look at a detailed report with our reporter, Kekrisino.
For the past 2 to 3 years, the government of Nagaland has been stressing on the importance of prepaid meters being installed in every homes. And Power Department Advisor Tovi Hoto, while speaking at a function, stressed on the importance of installation of prepaid meters. And he also mentioned few major reasons why Nagaland is facing power shortage. One being power theft and the second being pending bills. So here we have with us the Executive Engineer of Dimapur Electrical Division, Y. Akito Sema, and we'll be getting to know more about what prepaid meter is. Not just that, but we'll also be getting to know technical terms and how people should start installing prepaid meters and how it's gonna tackle the issue of power shortages in Nagaland. So thank you so much, sir, for giving us your time. And sir, first of all, let's begin from what prepaid meter is all about.
Thank you, HornbillTV. And in fact, I'm very glad you are here to question us with regard to our prepaid meters, because we need a platform where people need to know more about the prepaid meters. And you are giving us a wonderful platform. Thank you. Prepaid meter, it is nothing, it is just a meter. It is only for electrical, it is only a weighing scale. From the post-payment system, we are going to prepayment system. That is the only difference.
So talking about prepaid meter being installed in homes, you know, like, can it really tackle power shortage in Nagaland?
I have been stressing regarding conservation of energy, and in fact, as a public awareness and to spread awareness and sensitization of our people, see, we have a generating capacity of hardly 26.4 megawatt, which means we have no resource at our end. For us, we only have to try and save energy as much as possible.
Sir, talking about the installation of prepaid meters, how many houses so far has installed the prepaid meters in Dimapur?
So far in Dimapur, we have installed 9,177 numbers of prepaid meters. And this is being done under first phase. We were given 10,000 numbers under IPDS scheme. 1,100 was installed way back in 2012 or 13, which was a pilot project. So 1,100 was installed first in Marwarepatti. Altogether, we have 9,177. Dear consumers, prepaid meters, it will only help our system, power system. First of all, as I've already mentioned, conservation of energy. Second, we have a lot of billing issues starting from the office to the residents. There are many problems. Now with this prepaid, there will be no more issues of billing. Wrong meter reading, no more issues. Then, as I mentioned, you can budget your electricity consumption, because with this prepaid system, you will know how much I've consumed and how much I must consume. That way you can budget your requirements.
Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us and also letting the people, the consumers, know the importance of prepaid meter also. And like we've already heard from the Executive Engineer of Dimapur Electrical Division, that there is no disadvantage when it comes to installing prepaid meter in your homes. And also, as I've already said earlier, the prepaid meter, the installation of prepaid meter is going to solve a lot of issues when it comes to power shortages in Nagaland. For now, this is all. I am reporter Christian Yokehua with camera person Johnson for Hornbill TV.
Water crisis is something that the world is immensely facing. Today is World Water Day, and on this occasion, even Dimapur is celebrating World Water Day. The PhD Department Dimapur Division and Act of Kindness Society, to celebrate the occasion, organized an event under the theme Groundwater, Making the Invisible Visible. During the program, Engineer Pindang Tola, Waling Executive Engineer PhD Dimapur, gave the keynote address and flagged off the silent rally walk campaign. Kwai Ming Shilu, Miss Nagaland 2021, also attended the program. 11 institutions such as Dimapur Naga Students Union, A Better Dimapur and Our Students Union also participated, with 230 total participants. On the occasion of the World Water Day, a poster competition was held for schools and colleges. Let's have a look at a detailed report.
Our theme of World Water Day is groundwater, making invisible visible. That means now groundwater, as we know that it's underneath the Earth's surface, we cannot see the groundwater. But it's high time that we should make it visible, and we should treat it as a resource that has to be preserved. Not that we cannot see and we are not preserving. We should not treat it like that. So now, what will happen if at all the groundwater starts getting exhausted? If at all the groundwater gets exhausted, what is your next refuge? We don't have our next refuge. If the groundwater is exhausted, we are gone. That means our future generation is gone. So today, I want to make an urgent call as you, the future generation of this motherland. I would like you to come forward and talk about and proclaim about conservation of water.
तो आज सब दुनिया वर्ल्ड वाटर डे सेलिब्रेट कर निचना ये डिमापुर भी सेलिब्रेट कर तो मन के अलग ब्रीफली हाईलाइट कर दी आज इवेंट लगा पड़े और किमान स्कूल्स कान पार्टिसिपेट कर
ओके मोहन यदि एक्ट ऑफ काइंडनेस सोसाइटी दो मोहन दो इम्प्लीमेंटिंग सपोर्ट एजेंसी for Jal Jeevan Mission na, so we are working together with PHED department, Dimapur division na. So we came together and we decided we need to witness and observe World Water Day 2022 because we are working towards water for our people, and also it is very important na manohan ke educate kuru bi bishi important hui jai awareness create kuru le kile kuli do mohan drinking water do bishi pakto mohan ground water wa hi ulai na to bishi important hui jai she manohan gi bi janai dioli do udula awareness conservation our quality of water do important thaka do udu janai diwo karne mohan we decided we should involve students kan kiluguli do they are our future generation na, and then we are also forcing scarcity of water in the next 10 to 15 years or
World Water Day is celebrated on March 22nd every year to highlight the importance of fresh water. The tradition has continued since 1993. HornbillTV visited a unit of packaged drinking water to know more on the process of filtrations of packaged drinking water and also took opinions from the people on the packaged drinking water. Let us have a look at a detailed report.
Do you think that the consumers must know how it is being processed, this packaged drinking waters?
Yeah, we should know, but manu bishi etu da concern na thake na etu karne ase to mohan health karne ase etu karne mohan bi jani bole lage etu kina process kore kina harmful ho na bal ho mohan karne.
Do you think the government must government to age tai wo lage to nega consumers khan ke takan to ki kha ase to jani bole karne?
Hoy, of course tan jani bole lage because mohan na health to risk lole na pare to kan tahan bi safety measures kan do ini concern korile bhala se tan
the packaged drinking water to keniga pack kuri aru kiman safety norms kan takan company kan cholai apni idea ase
sabi amagan idu packaged drinking water do sob manu available hoi jay dogan de jabi koko de jabi sob manu idu kini na khaya jay ajikali idu khorde manu kan pani gida pol gurina khai idu do na jane olibi so manu idu hi packaged drinking water do kini na khai je olibi manu kan idu safe azena nai kinaka pani do package kure idu kan do takan idu na jani na thagibo pare to manu kan idu packaged drinking water do safe azena nai idu takan test kurina sabo lage test kuti kurubo lage kuchugule do idu soil and water conservation kan laga lepi ase districts kan de aru PHE idu public health engineering department kan babi water testing lab to thagi ase tade ba chai gina test kurubo pare
kiman safe na idu na jane olibi safe hodo le ki idu package water ki important as le sob jaga de available as na idu package water depend guna boa family kan be ase more like Dimapur national city ina de pani bishi police hoido iron bishi thage ina do ine bishi family kan do idu package water depend tade depend guna boy bole at the same time man ki koro lage bole do edo khai na kundu industry la ase kundu factory la ase ami nijor jaina parishulu ro sawo lage kile mane man daily tatila consume gas na to man health kane safe asen na idu bi janibo lage man
এইটো কোম্পানী খান লওঁতে এনেকুৱাকৈ তো এনেকুৱা আজি আমি খান এতিয়া একটা পেকেজ ড্ৰিংকিং ৱাটাৰ লগা ইউনিট একটাতে আইকেন আছে এতিয়া তাকানলা মেনেজাৰ আছে তো মেনেজাৰ লগত অলপ কথা জানিও আমি খান য়েছ আজি ৱৰ্ল্ড ৱাটাৰ ডে আছে না নাজানে
জানি আছে
অ'কে তো এইটো আমি খান পেকেজ ড্ৰিংকিং ৱাটাৰটো কিমান ছেফ আছে আপুনি ক'ব পাৰিব
এইটোতো আপুনি খান এনে বাৰতে যাই গ'লে কমন পিপল খানতো জানি যাব পাৰে কি কাৰণে মহান ইয়াতে ওৰাইতে দিয়া আৰু 20 লিটাৰ পানী দি আছে তো 20 লিটাৰ আপুনি এনে কমন পিপল খানতো অপিনিয়ন তাহালা জানি গ'লে তাহান ইতাতো মহানকে ফিডবেকটো ভালে আহি আছে
না আপুনি কিমান কেনেকা ফিল্টাৰেশ্যন কৰি অলপ জানিব পাৰিব
মহলা ফাৰ্ষ্ট তো আগেদি এইটো আইৰণ ফিল্টাৰ আছে আগে ওলা ফাৰ্ষ্ট ওলাটো আইৰণ ফিল্টাৰ আছে তাতে মহান ফাৰ্ষ্ট আইৰণকে মতলব পানী বৰিং পৰা ওলাই কিনে আইৰণ ফিল্টাৰ কৰি লয় এইটো পিছতে নেক্সট আমি খানলা ষ্টক কৰি নে এইটো না দুইটা সিমেন্ট ট্যাঙ্কি আছে ষ্টক কৰি ল'ব তো লেফট সাইড লাদো ষ্টক কৰাৰ পিছতে দুইটা এইটো ফিল্টাৰ আছে দুইটা ফিল্টাৰ কৰাৰ পিছতে এইটো আরেকবার ইয়াতে মেমব্ৰেন আছে এইটো একবাৰ ফিল্টাৰ কৰি ল'ব এইটো পিছতে নিচে দুইটা ফিল্টাৰ আছে ফিল্টাৰ কৰাৰ পিছতেহে টেংকিতে আমি খান ষ্টক কৰি আছে পানীটো তো ষ্টকটো আমি খান ইয়াতে 10,000 ষ্টক আছে ফাৰ্ষ্ট ফিল্টাৰ কৰি ল'ব ষ্টক কৰিব এনেকৈ আমি মহান পানী প্ৰভাইড কৰি আছে
আচ্ছা আমি জানিব পাৰিব এইটো ছেফ আৰু সবচে বেষ্ট ড্ৰিংকিং ৱাটাৰ লগা পিএইচ লেভেলটো কেনেকৈ থাকিব লাগে
ইয়াতে পিএইচ লেভেল এতিয়াতো আমি খান 7 to 8 আছে আমি খান না এইটো পৰা আমি খান চলাই আছে
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.